Alright, so we're here at LASFIT again. We have a 2017 Doge Ram 1500 that will be replacing the lows, high, and the fog lights. So currently, right now as it is, you can see it has a stock halogen yellow lights. Can you please activate high beams? And there you go, that's our high beams right there. So pretty much on this one, it looks like the low beams are brighter than the highs. But other than that, we'll be replacing that and we'll be showing you step by step how to do it, okay? So on this one, we already removed the actual grill because you need to remove it. There's another way of doing it. Well, you will require to actually remove, there's actually, can you please turn off the lights? Thank you, you just turn it off, thank you. All right, so there's actually two screws that holds this in. There'll be one right here and one right there. So these are 10 millimeters both. This one's easy to get to. This one actually has a long bolt that actually goes from right here to all the way down. So unless you have an extension that long, or maybe put two extensions and run it all the way down, you should be able to remove this and then remove that one, and then you should be able to pull it out without having to remove the whole grill. So the bolts I'm talking about is right here. That's one of them. That's the long one I'm talking about. And right here, the other one would go. But this one's easy to get to, even with the grill on. Is this one that you would have trouble. So you have to do either two extensions, or if you have one that long, then that would be, just pull it, get that out. It doesn't completely get out. So once it's loose, it's good to go. One more thing. Once you get that out, there's actually, behind the light, there's actually a clip. Wing, can you help me out? Can you hold it? Thank you. So right here you can see there's actually a locking clip that holds the actual light. It'll connect to that part. So you have to actually go through the back, and you have to put your hand in here. You have to pull the wheel well off first, then put your hand through the back, and you're gonna reach it. And it's this one right here. So once you're in here, just push that up, and then it should release the light, and you can just push it with your hand, and it should pop out. So maybe get someone to help you out, or you just keep one hand free so you can hold it, and then it should pop out. Once it pops out, it'll look like this. It has actually a dust cap, so it'll be this. So you just remove this, and then your bulb is right there. This uses H11s, so that's the one we're going to be replacing, the stock halogen. And then you have your high beams, which use the 9005. Alright, so once you remove the dust cap, these are going to be plugged in, which is your H11. So to remove these, you're going to do clockwise, and it pop out, it comes out. Alright, and then it's held in by a retainer clip. So all you do, lift it up, and bulb pops out. Okay. So as always, when installing these, we're installing the LS-H11 on these. Make sure that always plug it and test it first before putting everything back together. You don't want to have a malfunctioning one, and you put everything back and then find out one doesn't work. Alright, so that's how it looks, and if you're good. Okay. Alright, no, wait. Alright, so once you have it all plugged in, connected, everything, it has its way it's supposed to go in, so don't force it. If you can't get it in, don't force it in. Find its correct positioning, and then put it in, and you're going to turn it clockwise to lock it in, counterclockwise to release. Alright, so it'll be released this way to lock in this way, okay? Cool. So now we're going to do the high beams now, which will use the 9005, and we'll be using the LA series for that, okay? Alright, so your high beam is literally right next to your low beam. So it's right under there, and it'll be covered by this. So if you don't really pay attention to it, we actually confused it with this one, but that's just wiring, so don't take that one off. It'll be this one, so it'll be the bigger one. And once you remove it, it's gonna be held up by the same thing, same type. Just lift this up and it slides out, and then just turn it down, and it pops out. Okay. We're gonna be replacing it with 9005. See if I can focus it. It doesn't let me focus, but These are 9005. We'll be installing the LA series.
Yeah.
Alright, so once you hear the click, it's good to go. And put it back into its socket.
Easy. It's not easy. Okay, finish.
So, and there you go. You see, same thing. They have their correct positioning, so make sure it's in the right way, and then just put it in and lock it. For this one, will be once you put it in, it's gonna be this way to lock, and left to remove. Okay. And at this point, you can actually there's enough room here to actually put back all the cabling. Nope, does not work. Don't force it. Does not fit. Okay, so on this side, you can, once you have it installed, you can just put everything back in. It has enough room to actually put this. The only problem is that you won't be able to use your dust caps for the high beams. The low beams, you have enough room so you can use it, but on the high beams, it actually gets obstructed by the actual fan. So you won't be able to use this anymore. If you are worried and you want to continue to use this, you could modify this, make a hole enough for this to actually pop out, and it should close again. But other than that, you should be good. You shouldn't really get any problems with that, okay? At this point, we can put everything back in place and start on the other one. It will be the same thing on the other one. So we're gonna fast forward that. So once it's complete, show you the final result. All right, so here you can see that's the low beam right now. And now we'll be doing the high beam. There you go. So you can see the big difference. The stock halogen, the LASFIT LED kits. Alright, go back to low beam again, please. So there you go, that's just the low beams right there. That's an LS H11, and that's the stock halogen. Alright, so we'll be doing now the driver side. So we'll be just skipping it. It's the same process for both. And then after that, I'll be showing you how to do the fog lights as well, okay? Alright, so to get to that locking clip that holds the actual headlight in place, you gotta go through the wheel well. So you're gonna remove the cover. So there's two 8mm. So once you remove these, there'll be one, I can't see it, but there's gonna be a plastic clip in here. You're gonna remove that so that lets you pull it out, and then you should be able to reach, okay? And I'll show you that in a bit. Alright, and like I was saying, once you remove those two bolts, the two 8mm, you can, and the plastic piece that goes right here, this one. Once you remove those, it'll let you put your hand inside. You can see that white clip right there. That actually holds the actual light in place, the headlight. So what you're gonna do, see, hopefully I can get it with my hand in, is just push it up. And once you hear that, it should come out. You just push it out, and there you go. See? So when you're gonna put this back, in place, make sure you put it back down. See, it has to be there. If it's not in there, it won't lock in place. So you want it to go in here. Well, actually, no, it's this one. Yeah, you want to get it in here, which will be this piece right here. So it'll go in there, that's what holds it in place, and to release it, it goes to the big one and then pops out. Alright? So now we're gonna, same thing, low beam and high beam. Alright, so remove these. And we'll be replacing this as well, okay? So we'll be speeding through this and put it back everything together and show you how they look all complete, and then we'll be doing the fog lights, okay? So here I'm showing you, basically you're gonna go under the car and you're gonna see it that it's close to the actual wheel well, right next to it. You'll actually see the cable. You want to disconnect it right here. We already replaced it. So these are the LASFIT bulbs in, and it's gonna be a 9005. So all you're gonna do to remove it is to do counterclockwise, and to put it back in, to lock it, will be clockwise. So make sure that when you install these, you want to have the LED chips facing at a 9 and 3 o'clock position, or else you're going to get some weird lighting. So once you get that in, you would do the same thing for the other side and the driver's side. Okay, so it's gonna be the same procedure, simple. And now you'll be seeing the full complete setup. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact us and let us know so we can help you out in any way we can. Okay.